What's up, Mr. G here, and this video is going to be for SolidWorks Part 1.4, which looks like this. Alright, so I'm going to go to File, New, Part. I'm doing mine in inches, so down here at the bottom right it says inches. I'm going to start with a sketch on the top plane, and I'm just going to do a center rectangle. The reason why I do a center rectangle is because if you attach your first object to the origin, you won't get any weird errors later about your object being undefined, because it always has to be attached to the origin in some way. So I like attaching it on my first object that I make, or first line that I make. So I'm just going to make a rectangle like this, and I'm going to set this to 60. All right, and then the side is 40. Okay, and it all turns black because it's attached to the origin. If I just made a random box not attached to the origin, it would say undefined. So I'm going to go ahead and extrude that up a value of 10 to get my base. And then this one's a little tricky. So I'm going to sketch on this back face here. So I'm sketching on that back face. And once I click there, in the new version of SolidWorks, it's going to take you to that side or back view. But I'm just going to hit Control 7, and I'm still drawing on that back face, but I'm looking at the object like this, which is how it's shown in the picture. And what I'm going to do is just draw a line coming up. It only comes up a little bit, and then it kind of comes over, and then it fillets into a little curve right here, I think. Actually, I might, instead of doing a little curve like that, I might just draw a line coming up. And then somewhere along this line here, there's a circle. So I'm just going to start a circle there and connect it there, and use the trim tool to trim the bottom of it and trim that part of it like that. Let's see. I don't know what I should kind of measure first here. I kind of want to fillet this first. That way I at least have a closed polygon, but I also need a line coming down here. Okay, so the fillet of this curve needs to be 10, so I'm going to go ahead and use the sketch fillet tool right here, set the radius to 10, and click these two lines. Okay, the fillet could not be added because the specified radius would eliminate one of the elements. So what that means is this line would get deleted if I were to fillet that entirely. So I'm going to try to extend this line. Actually, I'll erase it and make a new line that just comes kind of like starts down here and goes all the way up. And then use the sketch fillet tool with a radius of 10 to click there to there. And then I'm going to see if I can trim this bottom part of it off. That did not work because I didn't draw it in the right spot. Yes, I did. That did not work because Smart Dimension from here to here needs to be set to 10 first. Okay, so I was able to set this radius to 10. Now I can probably just click that line and erase it. So when you're doing this, just set there to 10 first, and then draw a line from here coming straight up, because if it erases while you're using fillet, it just it gives you an error. So let's not have that. Let's start setting some of this other stuff. This has a radius of 40. No, 20, because the diameter is 40. So 20 should look like that. And then make sure you have a tangent relationship over here. So I noticed that this doesn't look right. Like, this line should connect tangentially. I should see a little green thing with a tangent symbol on it. So if yours disappears like mine just did, you can click on both of these by holding Control, and then when you have both of them selected, just click tangent, and then it will make the circle connect tangentially. And really, I guess that's it. Is that it? Radius 20. I mean, everything's black. I can't slide anything. Just trying to make sure I have everything here. I don't know that it looks like the picture. Anyway, and then do another circle at this center point. So this circle is also going to be a problem because it has a radius of 10 or diameter of 20, And if I put it right on that line, I'm probably going to get an error when I go to extrude this saying, well, maybe not. I just have to click this face. So clicking this face, let's see if I get an error. Let's change the direction, hit the check. Yeah. This is kind of just a weird shape. That circle doesn't really work that way. Or I'm just going to erase the circle and just try and get a base extrude of this body here. And I'm going to pull this back. How far? 20. And then from there, we'll see if I can put a circle on this face. So I'm sketching on this face. Again, hit Control-7 to get back to this view if you want to draw on the isometric like I am. And then you just start there, and the radius is 10. Let's see if it'll actually let me cut this. It will. Through all, check. So you can't do this cut while, I like to do it all at once, but you have to do this cut separately. So basically it's the base and then this piece in the back and then cutting a hole through. Morning. And that is it for 1.4.